Just testing the audio. Test, test. Chuck, can you hear us okay?
Yeah, I hear you, Jeff.
Okay.
Hi, everyone. Welcome to this month's Graphic Arts Alliance webinar. We are excited to be here with our vendor partner, Supply Land. Supply Land recently joined the Graphic Arts Alliance vendor family, and Supply Land is our newest partnership for getting all those shipping supplies, janitorial supplies, those types of things. So I'm going to turn it over to Jeff King, who is our contact for Supply Land, and he is the director of Supply Land. He's going to give us a tutorial on how to buy through Supply Land. Like I said, with this new contract that we have, our members do have access to some end of year rebates, which is really exciting. So not to mention that Supply Land is actually an offshoot of Midland. So some of you that may be familiar with Midland Merchant, Supply Land spun off from Midland a couple years ago, I think, right, Jeff?
That is correct.
About 2+ years ago. So, there is that connection, that relationship as well. So we know we're getting top-notch customer service. We're getting really excellent delivery. And so I'll let Jeff tell you the rest. And I'm gonna turn it over to you, Jeff. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Wendy, and welcome everyone. Thank you for taking some time out of your day to spend a little time as we highlight Supply Land and give you a walk through our website and walk you through the solutions that we can help provide to you in your business. Supply Land was launched, as Wendy indicated, about 2 years ago. Michael Deletto and myself are responsible for not only having built this business to this point, but continuing to grow it and develop it as we go. As Wendy indicated, we are a division of Midland Paper, and that affords us a tremendous amount of stability, resources. Certainly, in some cases, we can offer things that a traditional type smaller company might not be able to. So we really are the e-commerce division of Midland. Really, Supply Land is focused on 4 pillar categories. And those categories, if we navigate down as we're here on our homepage right now, are packaging and shipping, cleaning and janitorial, safety and security, and facility maintenance. When we launched, we had about 1,500 items. Today, we are approaching 6,000 items in just about a little under 2 years' time. So that continued product expansion is a key component to how we will continue to service our customers. And really, that expansion that we've had and the continued expansion we'll have in the future continues to be driven by what our customer needs are. So those are the 4 pillar categories we participate in currently. We're continuously adding new product based on that customer feedback. And we really, have kind of those core essentials and focus on those core essentials that just about any business needs day in and day out. The consumables are the types of products that we focus on. Our strategy is to focus not only on the quality of the products. So what you'll see when you go through the various categories, various products, often in product lines like janitorial, for instance, where you might have your national brand names, we'll complement that with a Supply Land private label as well to give you that value proposition and that choice. And we find that, that is something that our customers definitely like and like that option. Some prefer the national, and we'll always offer both of those choices where we can. And we, really continue to emphasize, product quality. Like I mentioned, Michael and I hand selected, hand curated not only our assortment, but also our partner suppliers, our manufacturers. So when you, as Michael's navigating through the brands page, you'll see names that, certainly are recognizable. And these are some of the companies that we've partnered with. We feel their product brings a higher level of quality. And so again, that's a key component. Along with that, of course, being in the consumable space, you have to bring value. You have to bring a value proposition. And so what we've done in the way that we've set things up is that we have put together tiered discount pricing. So just about every product on our site will have, when you get down to an item level, it will have price discounts based on the quantity of that item that you're purchasing at a given time. So in the cases, as Michael's navigating to boxes, in the case of those, you would typically see quantities ranging from all the way down to a bundle, and then on the flip side, all the way up to, say, a pallet quantity. And we've really tried to put, again, forward our best upfront pricing. We don't currently have an ability for customers to go on and get customer specific pricing. However, in situations where a customer might be looking at a quantity on an item or a group of items that is well beyond that last column quantity break, we can certainly work on a one-to-one basis with quoted pricing. But again, we've really tried to put forward a very competitive price up front in all cases, and again, deliver on the value proposition from that perspective. As we go through, some of the key facets are registering an account on our site. Some sites can be very cumbersome. There's a lot of back and forth. You have to provide a lot of information just to see pricing. That is not the case with Supply Land. But we do encourage our customers to register an account. It takes about 30 seconds to do. It's very simple. And as Michael's navigating through that page, you can kind of see the fields here that, and the information that we capture through that account registration process. And here, we gather information. For instance, if a customer is interested in applying for terms, there's a field there to flag for that will notify us and our accounting team so that we can take the proper next steps to looking at doing that. Quick note on terms, we typically ask new customers to establish a baseline of history with us on credit card. Supply Land, we are primarily credit card driven, but again, we have the capability to offer net 30 payment terms. But we typically, with a new customer, like to get a baseline of history going, maybe the first few orders. And again, we can have those conversations offline, one-on-one to, sort through those kind of things, but we have that capability. Often the tax exemption piece comes into play. A lot of companies, might be in a position where they're purchasing these consumable supplies and are tax exempt. In those cases, we have the ability to, once you've registered your account, to code your account for tax exemption. It's a very simple process. We have the automated ability to have you upload your documents within your account. And then again, that comes through to our accounting team. They take care of things on the back end and validate that so that going forward, you're squared away and you don't have sales tax on order shipping to the states that you're registered in. Let's see, we're generally always looking at different types of promotions and offers. Again, a lot of times it might be picking a particular category where, we're going to highlight that particular category for a given month or a given period of time. And often we'll display those types of promotions on our homepage. From a marketing perspective, we do some email marketing. However, we are very conscientious about the world we live in and companies that spam and blast. And so that is something that Supply Land will not do. If we're going to send an email with an offer or with a promotion, we're going to be very selective in who we send that to. We're going to look at histories and things like that. So I say that because, certainly we encourage folks to sign up and register that account and get their email on our list. but you can be certain that we will not be hitting you with email blasts weekly. Even in some cases, it may not even be monthly, if it's not product that's going to bring value or we think would provide you with some benefit. So I like to mention that as well. We kind of looked at brands. We took a little look at product. We are e-commerce driven, so we don't currently have outside sales folks. However, we have a toll-free number, and we're not generally able to answer that 24/7, but we certainly during business hours, standard business hours, we try to answer those calls on the fly. We know often there's questions. We know in many cases, there are still customers that prefer to place orders via the phone, and that's absolutely fine. So we are happy to do that. One thing when it comes to packaging or a lot of these consumable products is customers might not be quite sure, and especially in the printing world, it's job to job driven in a lot of cases, and it may be a new client, it may be a different project for a current client. And so what we've done is we've put together a free product sample program where, if there's items that you want to take a look at or see, is that dimension just right? Or is the look and feel what I'm looking for? We send pre-samples out all the time. And we think it's really important. It's important for you to be able to see the product, not only the quality, make sure it's the right item for you. And we'd rather invest in that up front as opposed to having you place an order and be frustrated and have to go through the return process and so forth. So Mike's just kind of demoing how that works on our site here. But that automatically comes through. We process that. We get the samples out quickly, follow up with tracking information for you. And so we definitely encourage customers to take advantage of that where it makes sense. And we've found that it's been very helpful for folks. The resource corner area of our site is something that we continue to build out and develop. But this is really designed to be almost like a library. And in here, we'll post different types of industry trade blog articles. It will post things about, convenient links and things to different industry related sites. We have various product guides. We assume that, we live in this world of these supplies all day long, but we expect ourselves to be the experts, but we don't expect you to be. And so we've tried to put together various resources that just kind of simplify things, help give hints and tips and just some of the basic terminology and jargon. We don't assume that everybody necessarily knows those things. So we store all of that in the resource corner. We also have videos in there. And it's an area that, again, will continue to be developing and continuously adding additional tools and guides and things of that nature to that area of our site. Mike, is there any particular things that you want to highlight while we're going through?
I'll go through a couple of the site details, and there's another program. We do ship everything nationwide with FedEx. As everything ships from our Chicago warehouse, you can get a sense of the transit map. We're lucky. Everything kind of east of the Rocky Mountains, it's 3 days or less. So quick turnaround, fairly quick turnaround time once it's out the door to show up at your facilities. We know a lot of times customers are getting, placing their orders based on jobs that they get, and they may not have a lot of time to turn around and get the supplies that they need for everything. So we try and make sure everything gets out as quick as possible to you, so there's no delay in your production cycle.
And just to dovetail on that, in general, our model has been that we stock the products in our facility. And so that is something that we continue to do. Of course, as we continuously expand the offering very quickly, in some cases, it might be we've aligned ourselves strategically with mills and factories and things of that nature that we can generally get everything that's on the site. If it's not in-house today, it can be tomorrow. So we've really been careful about how we've put that together. We don't have a massive distribution footprint today, but we have the capabilities of Midland with their distribution footprint that we can lean on in cases, as well as the transportation side of it. But again, we realize, to Mike's point, that these are supplies that you need them quickly when you need them, and so we know that we've got to be diligent and get those orders out the door as fast as possible. Mike's got the free shipping program. This is definitely an area that is very popular. Our free shipping program, or I should just call it our shipping program in general, is it really kicks in at the $150 level. We really felt like that's a very nominal level to offer for a free shipping program, especially with the wide breadth and mix of products that we offer. Lots of differences and weight differences and things of that when you're piecing an order together. So $150 or more is where the program kicks in. And there's really a couple of buckets. The first is straight up $150 free shipping. And we try to incorporate as many items as we can on the website into that bucket. The second group is discounted shipping. Now, these would be items like, for instance, boxes do fall in the discounted shipping group. And what that means is at $150 or more, if you've got any of the discounted shipping items mixed in your cart, the shipping on that is going to be discounted by 25%. And then we do have a small group of items that are excluded, just generally because they're particularly large or extremely heavy. And again, with our pricing model trying to be as competitive as we can be upfront and deliver that upfront, we have to be a little bit selective on some of these items from a free shipping standpoint. So, but we think, what we've seen, we've done a lot of modeling in the last couple of years. We've built all sorts of baskets, carts, product groups, and looked at ourselves against various competitors, some likely that you all are using currently, potentially. And what we find is between the cost of the product itself and or the shipping, when you put that total cost of ownership, that delivered total cost that you're going to pay, we've generally always found that we're coming out ahead. So that's the goal, again, delivering that value to you. Mike's kind of going through just an example of the checkout. One thing we built into the site and actually just launched last month, very excited about, was we went to a one single page checkout. Previously, we kind of had 3 steps to the checkout process, a little cumbersome, a little bit antiquated. And we've gone to this single page checkout. So you can kind of see everything related to your order on a single page. This is where you would enter your payment information. It gives a snapshot of the order and what all is involved in the carts. And then if there are any discounts that are applying, for instance, the shipping, you can see it's clearly wiped off that order example. If there are sales tax, or if you're tax exempt, of course, tax would not apply. There is a field in the upper right for promotions. If we are running a code-driven promotion, that would show, you would enter that code in there. And, I should spend a little more time on promotions just from the standpoint. At times we do run promotions where it's a code-driven type promotion. At other times, and just really on an ongoing basis, we have different types of giveaway type items. For instance, if you were to buy, let's say, hand soap, you buy a case of hand soap, that's an item where we might give, free soap dispenser with it, or packaging tape. You buy a case of tape, you get a free dispenser. Those type of promotions are automatic. So wherever those are throughout the site, that free item just drops into your cart once you've hit that minimum. So with tape, it's like I said, it's a case, so 36 rolls. Mike will add that to the cart, and we'll take a look at the summary, and we'll see that item, that tape dispenser, is there with it. So, and those are, really the spirit of Supply Land. The products we're selling, there you see the free tape dispenser. The products we're selling, they're not the sexiest product. They're not cutting edge technology and, maybe super fun, but they're products everybody uses and everybody needs. And one of the things that we continue to develop with Supply Land is our personality. And we want to have fun. We want to have fun with it. We want the user experience to be seamless and easy. We don't want it to be a hassle. We want to bring that value, as I said, but we also want to incorporate some sort of fun surprises, if you will. We like the word lagniappe. The word lagniappe just means a little something extra. So with every order that goes out the door, there are some things that we include with that. Useful utilitarian type items, whether it be a product sample that might pertain to other items, complementary type items that you're buying. We might put that in there with a little note. We might put a safety cutter, what have you. And then we go all the way up to the free, what we call our free swag program, which is actually like a gift with purchase type program. And our customers love this. Whether it's items that they like to sort of accumulate for internal use, whether it be a company party or a barbecue or employee of the month or whatever it may be. We've developed this program, and it's certainly been very popular amongst our customers. Often you'll see, again, sort of utilitarian items, outdoors, sports related, licensed sports products, things like that. And we're always adding to this program as well. And it's just a tiered program. So you see the different items bucketed by the dollar value, and that's just the net dollar value of the order. And then once that order basket or that cart hits that level, you would be able to add that item and it would drop into the cart for no added charge. It is important to note too, in this day and age, obviously there's tons of, unfortunately, fraud and things like that happen out there. Our site, we do not, Supply Land, Midland, we do not hold on to credit card information. So it is all encrypted, tokenized, and through our website, that is something that, the security side of it and just the protection side of it is at the highest level. So knock on wood, we have not experienced any kind of breach of any issues around that. We do from time to time get fraudulent order attempts, and we've put a lot of flags in place just to be proactive. And in most cases, if there's any question, we'll reach out to a customer, especially a new customer, obviously, just to validate and verify. And we've always found that our customers really appreciate that, looking out for their best interest and just making sure that everything's on the up and up. So that is something we do as well. The address validation, we have a 99.9% accuracy rate with our shipments. All of our address validation through the site and the checkout process is done with Google, through Google on the back end. And so that is also an important piece, especially as new customers come on board. It's your first time ordering. We want that to be an absolutely seamless process and really get off to a great start.
A lot of you guys maybe might have a buying located in one facility, but have facilities across the country or in multiple spots. And so if you need to ship somewhere else than where you want the bill to go to, obviously that capability exists. And so check out, as Jeff said, it's super easy. Once you do check out, there's a few more as you'd expect, account features. When you log in and you create it, you can have an easy address book. So as you saw when I logged in, all this stuff was already populated for me. I didn't have to go in and type it. Once you check out one time, it's all right there, and you can have as many shipping locations as you need, as well as order history. So if you have orders that you buy regularly, you can go back and take a look and see what does it look like, where was that spend going, if you need to go back and review something. But let's just say you want to build your cart out, you're not ready to purchase at the one time, you can save it. So as you're building your cart, you can click save cart instead of checkout, and it's going to show up underneath your saved orders, and then you can add to it, remove things from it as the time goes on. And then you can always check your tax exemption if you have multiple states or a single state, where exactly your tax exempt is, if it needs to be updated. And then if you have, as Jeff mentioned, credit card payments for right now, and it allows you to save on the site when you check out, kind of like how you save it to your browser, your payment information. But we don't store it anywhere on the back end Supply Land side, your number or anything like that. It's like you're saving it to your website, like to Chrome. So we've already gone through kind of most of the website. As Jeff was kind of talking, I was kind of demonstrating as he was going. We invite you guys really just to go on, click around. It's the best way to experience and see Supply Land, especially over 5,000 products that we have on the site right now. And we'll invite any questions and feedback that you have. Both Jeff and I are here for that. And if you have any questions as you get stuck, we're happy to make sure you can navigate through the site and get to what you need to.
One thing that's probably worth noting, I think, it's not a surprise, is that most printers today, and frankly, many companies in the country are using Uline for their supplies that fall in this realm, and they do a great job. And we found a lot of those customers have been interested in alternatives or options for a variety of reasons. And what we often do with a lot of these customers is they will ask, hey, what is an easy way for me to cross-reference what I'm buying today from a Uline, or for that matter, really any competitor. Uline just happens to come up a lot because they're kind of right in the realm of what we offer. We're happy to do that. We're happy to go through that list, and we don't ask for pricing or anything like that, but it's helpful to kind of have an idea what those items are. We're happy to cross-reference it, drop in our pricing based on the quantities that you're buying. And then, it's just a quick, easy reference point. And then the other thing we do is in our search, we try to keep up with, as we expand quickly, sometimes it's a little hard to keep up with it perfectly, but we're always trying to continue to build it out and make it easy. You can enter in a Uline part number in many cases, most cases, where we have that equivalent product or the identical product, and our equivalent will pop up. So that's just another way that we try to make it easy and convenient. That one probably isn't a great example right there, Mike, but if we do like the 6606 or something like that, that's probably just using a quick off the top of my head example. But if we put in the S6606, it's going to take you to our latex glove, which is the equivalent of theirs. So, and again, a lot of most of the products that we have that they offer where we cross over like that, we have that built into our search.
Great. Thank you so much. This is a really great overview of your website. And I definitely encourage members, place an order, swap out a few items, go on the site, check it out, see how it's feeling for you. And then just, you can keep adding to your orders each time as you're getting a feel for the site. But like I said, Graphic Arts Alliance members do have, after 1 year, there is a end of year rebate program. And there's also a growth rebate. So there's actually a 2-tier rebate system that we have with them. So you can explore your contract summary, and I'll send more information out on that when I send the replay out in the next newsletter. But this is a really great program. We're really excited to finally have secured a partnership with a shipping supplies, corrugated and cleaning supplies company, because this was, I think, something that all of you use. I know that all of you are oftentimes just defaulting to Uline or some other company like that, but I'm really glad that we now have Supply Land in the mix for all of you to take advantage of. So if you have any questions, please feel free to reach out to Jeff King directly. Contact information is in the contract summary and also in your membership portal. You can also, of course, always reach out to myself as well if you have any questions. But without further ado, I just wanted to thank Jeff and Michael today for giving us this great tutorial on the website, how to get started. I love the cross-referencing on the Uline products. That makes it pretty easy for folks to just do a quick, just what they usually order, they can just plug it right in and have it pull up right away. So a lot of really nice features that you've added to the site. So thank you again.
Thank you, Wendy. I would just close out and just say, and this is really more for those that are on today live, but we are going to be doing a big box sale, and that is going to kick off on August 1st, next week. And that will run through the end of September. We know this time of year is traditionally a very busy time, a very active time for companies as they're stocking up on packaging. And so that is, we're doing a print catalog, which all the printers here will be happy to know that we do very heavily support print marketing with our website. And that is something we'll continue to do. But we're going to be mailing those out, and we likely will mail a copy of those to all of the members as well. So they'll be getting a print piece, but that box sale is going to kick off, and we're very confident that you're going to find some really good deals there. It's a great time, like I said, to stock up on that. So But again, we echo everything you said. We're thrilled to be part of this community and really look forward to supporting the members and, like I said, delivering value. And we realize that, you know, not every company is the same. And I think what you'll find in working with us is that if, you know, it's maybe not on the front end clear cut, or it's exactly what you're looking for, just some basic communication, we'll get you taken care of. That's one of the key things we want to be able to deliver, is that flexibility. And you know, realizing that it's not just cookie cutter and everybody's needs are the same. So thank
Great.
you.
Thank you. Does anyone, just last check, does anyone have any questions while we have Jeff and Michael here live? I think you guys did a great job covering off on everything. So we know how to reach you. We will definitely stay in touch. And for those of you who aren't live and are gonna, maybe hopefully you'll see the box sale and jump right on this. I'm gonna run this, get this live and posted in the next day or so. So everyone have a wonderful day. Thank you again, Jeff. Thank you, Michael.
Thank
We really
you.
appreciate it. And we're looking forward to a great relationship going forward. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.